Hey you guys, I'm gonna try to do my best to explain to you what plants, painting, and poetry is as a project. It's a YouTube channel, but I'm also hoping that it turns into an interactive community space. See the up inflection in my voice? It's because this is kind of a grand experiment for me. So to describe the project to you, I got out my handy scissors and I made a little felt board for you. I don't know. This is how I grew up. Like I grew up, if anything was ever anything important was always described through felt boards. So like the meaning of life, is there a God, sex education, all of this was taught to me through felt and I never quite got over that. So I still feel like everything needs to be described in felt creatures. So I made myself into a little felt person. Here, let me just put my legs on. Oh, that looks so gross. Sorry, this is probably, I mean, it might be more entertaining. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I just have to keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. That's the hardest thing about art. Like, honestly, like, no matter what art you do or how you put it together, there is always that moment where you're like, this is crazy. Mainly because it kind of is crazy, right? To just try to make something for the sake of making it. And that's kind of what this channel is about. It's like exploring those impulses of creation and why we feel so compelled to make things, especially in times of struggle. So the actual YouTube channel is a collaboration with myself. Oh my gosh, my grammar. Between my friend Anthony and myself. Anthony has a really great eye. He's really good with the camera. He's really good at storytelling. He's really good at editing, which a girl like me is always looking for a good editor. Oh, Nikel, did you make yourself felt extensions and did you put felt makeup on? I sure did, because my felt self is living better than my quarantine self. Another reason to do this out of felt. Oh, my ear is where my eye should be. Okay, so this is me in quarantine. I really wanted to learn how to be a better person. And so I did as many of us did. I turned to YouTube. And in YouTube, I found this incredible like plant community. So I, the girl who could never, ever, ever grow anything, is now accumulating all these plants and learning what it takes to actually grow something. And I'm honestly learning a lot about what growth means and the difference between, you know, the difference between being alive and living your life. I mean, there's such subtle differences, and I feel like plants are really teaching me a lot about love and respect. And so I definitely wanted to like go deeper into this community, like the plant community, the YouTube plant community. But I also wanted to bridge it with the communities that I really love and admire to this day. Like I still consider myself a poet and love my poet world. And I'm surrounded by a lot of visual artists that I really respect. And during this time of quarantine, I think it's been true for me as it might be for others, like finding ways to like embrace meaning. I'm sure that you guys have been having these questions too, like, when is this going to end? And I mean, what is the meaning of life? I mean, really, like, why should I do anything? Like, why should I even get out of my pajamas in the morning? Like, where is this all going? Who really matters in our lives? That's my foot. Who really matters in our lives, and how can we love them best? You know, who am I? It's also a very big question. And how can I do something with this one and glorious life? So, anyways, this has led me to create plants, painting, and poetry. And what I'm really looking for, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, what I'm really looking for is I hope I spell this right. Watch me not spell this right. I'm looking for a stay-at-home adventure that I can go on with you. And so I've created this YouTube channel with my friend Anthony, like I said, and we are going to different studios to interview artists to see how their art relates to plants and to the environment and to our, to our growth as humans. That's my arm. I just took my arm off. That's so kind of creepy in a weird way. That's the only problem with felt. Here, hold on to the V there. Hold on to the V there. So we're talking to different artists and they're showing us their process, how they make art, explaining why they make art, how this allows them to embrace meaning. And then just to sort of bring different communities together, every Friday I have a mini poetry prompt where you're invited to write poems about the things that we learned from the visual artists and then also from the plants. And then at the end of the month, I'm hosting a free poetry workshop where we can share our thoughts and ideas about the things that we've learned over the past month. Each month has a featured artist and a featured theme. So January, it's roots. February, it's soil. And then March, we're looking at variegation, which is basically like color and hue. And so at the end of the month, along with the free poetry workshop, is a artist talk where you can talk and ask questions to the artists who we've been following and interviewing and sort of exploring their process together. So I hope that this is an invitation that really brings you into it, makes you want to be part of this new project of mine. And just know that I'm really kind of desperately looking for you. I miss a world where we share ideas and grow together. And so I hope that you will join us on Plants, Painting, and Poetry. And I look forward to seeing your art in the world. All right. Bye, guys.